What's up, my friends? Back again with another one. Let me get you a good view here. Alright. So I'm not going to throw the Sidewinder in this video. I've got a lot of good comments about it though, and I appreciate all of them. Shout out to any of the new subscribers. So what I'm going to do today is somewhat a new throw. It's not, but it's just a little variation of a throw that I already throw, which is just the inline throw. I usually throw it like this, release up. I'm going to release down with my wrist forward, and I'm going to be using the 5-9 set, 42-13. And I think I like this way a little more because when I release up, there's a little bit higher chance that I'm going to get a big bounce and go off the table, or not even go off the table, but just get that big bounce. And anytime you get the big bounce, your dice are rolling around, bouncing too long. But so it's just going to be the 42-13 5-9 set, and I'm going to throw it, release like that. It's going to be a little bit lower throw. It's going to hit the wall low, and what it's going to do is, we got a 3-1-4. What it's going to do is take away a lot of that bounce and hitting high up on the gator. I want to keep it. I've been starting to get more into this, not only side spin, but this one's not going to have any side spin, but this just keeping it low on the wall type action. There are some rolls. Oh wow, there are some rolls that you don't mind a little bit of bounce or rollout, but for me, I threw that way too far. For me, this isn't one of them. 5-1-6. But yeah, so anyways, going back to the Sidewinder, got a lot of good comments about it. A few people have used it at the casino already. I actually haven't. The last time I was at the casino was the day after I came up with this throw, so I had only practiced it for a couple hours. I didn't want to take it to the casino, even though I had loved what I've seen with it in that hour. I didn't want to take it straight to the casino like that. 3-1-4, boom, that's our point. 3-1-4 point. It's pretty quick too. But yeah, so I got my man Tiger Craps. He's one of them that's tried it out at the casino. I think Tsukimoto Puppy has. I know he's been practicing a lot. I think he told me he took it to the casino and tried it out and had a 30 roll. Maybe it was him or Joe J. Sorry, can't remember exactly. But anyways, Tiger Craps was telling me how he covered the 6-4-10 twice with it, and so we got a 6-3-9. So I wanted to ask him, because I mentioned in another video, you're probably going to get some weird looks throwing this throw. Not this throw, but the Sidewinder, because it's one, it's unconventional, and two, I've never personally seen anyone throw like that, and it was pretty fucking funny, the responses he got. He said he had some people saying, like, what are we throwing, frisbee? And my favorite thing he said was, we got a 3-1-4. My favorite thing he said was, when he first started throwing it, all the attention and looks he was getting, he felt like a hillbilly in Beverly Hills. And honestly, I can only imagine the first time I throw this, it's probably going to be a lot of the same. And I hope I don't start thinking about that or get like too self-conscious about it, because I'm there. We got a 6-3-9. That's our point. 6-3-9 point. But yeah, I mean, I might actually, I typically don't drink when I'm throwing dice. Sometimes I have one drink just to loosen up, but I definitely don't get drunk or even really buzzed. because as soon as you get a little bit out of your like normal state, it's when your judgment gets cloudy. I don't hate one drink, maybe two if you got a high tolerance. That's a 617. I actually that didn't feel great, but I was in the middle of talking, so I didn't say it. But I didn't leave the wrist like this. I kind of let it go up. So, but hey, it's on a come out roll. Happened at the right time. But yeah, I actually might have a drink before I throw this for the first time, just to, one, drop the inhibitions a little bit, kind of loosen up. And that'll kind of help me not focus on all the fucking people staring at me and shit. And now that I snapped that one too much. 325. 325. But yeah, I might have a drink the first time I throw that, because I'm definitely a guy that notices when everyone's staring at me and saying shit. So, and I want to be in the complete zone. I don't want to be thinking about any other shit or what people are saying. Granted, I mean, I'll joke with them and shit, like, it's not going to kill me, but, like, anything that might take my focus away from the throw can be a downfall. You know what I mean? Another 639. Getting a lot of numbers. I haven't had any repeat back-to-back yet, but it's like, I'll get, shit. Alright. I almost flipped it over. It was stuck on the wall. But, yeah, I'm getting like, I'll throw a number, throw a different one, and then come right back to that same number. But yeah, I don't want anything to take away from my focus. And if I'm hearing what people are saying and feeling everyone staring at me, that's just one more potential distraction. 6 deuce 8. And there's already enough distractions as it is in the casino. And just in craps in general, there's a lot of moving parts, stuff's moving all the time, so I want that focus. And if I have one drink, I'll probably be able to zone them out a little better. So until I get used to throwing the Sidewinder and hearing all the crazy talk, got a 6 deuce 8. That's a repeater. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a little green out there. I'm starting to do this now too. If you noticed, I usually always just throw the blue chips, but what I'm going to do is throw the green chip anytime I hit repeat numbers. I'm going to throw a red chip on the hard way instead of putting it over on the hard way, just so I can kind of see the line come out. And I'm going to throw a white chip anytime I get a Cadillac point. So then when I'm tallying them all up, I'll have a little bit better data as well, just as if I'm repeating numbers or if I'm getting Cadillac points or what's a hard way, and I can instantly see on the line if I had 4 6s and then 2 hard 6s, so 6 total 6s. Usually when I just stack them all up, I just grab them from where they're at. So I'm just going to line them all up now, so I'll be able to tell how many I got without having to like grab from 2 different stacks. I threw that like shit. We escaped one though. 6 deuce 8. It's actually 3 straight 6 deuces. That was a bad throw though. It's a repeater, but it was lucky. Hey, you know what? I don't think this last one was a repeater. This first one, I mean, I think I threw a 639 right before it. But that throw I just threw right. Oh shit! Did I show you the dice? That throw I just threw right there was a repeater. But yeah, so anyways, I appreciate all the comments on the Sidewinder. I appreciate people using it. And everyone that has used it so far has said that they've had success with it. 3 deuce 5 point. 3 deuce 5 point. There's 3 numbers covered already. Every single number other than that come out 7, which didn't feel like a great throw, has been a place number as well, which is why I really like this throw. It's just I mean, I already showed it to you, but I'll show you again. And this, I've thrown this throw before, but I found the set that I like with it, and it's just boom, boom. This is some stuff that Bone Thrower talks about. Is I don't think this flies with forward spin. He has a lot of stuff that he can. The way he breaks his wrist, he can have that forward spin For whatever reason, my wrists just don't work like that. But these fly pretty much straight through the air. Well, after saying all that about place numbers, we got a boxcars 12, crap 12. But yeah, for whatever reason, I just can't get those type of throws down with him. These fly pretty much straight. Like, they're not spinning. They pretty much stay straight until they land. And but yeah, it's just something I can't do. And that's like with you guys. Some of the throws I throw, you might not be able to do. Some of the throws you throw, I might not be able to do. Or if I can do them or you can do them, they might not work. Just whatever it is, our bodies don't work the same, you know what I mean? And that bounced around a lot. Oh, that's a 415. I thought that said 6-1. Get off the wall. But yeah, for whatever reason, just the motion doesn't work for me with those forward spin ones. It's either that or I haven't found out the exact right way to do it, but I'm getting to the point where I have enough throws that I like. I mean, I'll always 549. I'll always try a new throw, but I've kind of got my bread and butter throws down, and this is one of them. But I didn't used to go forward like this, where when I release, they're not this far down, but they're not straight, but they fly. They don't like spin when they fly. They're on a slight tilt down when they fly, where before I was throwing them with a slight tilt up, and if I didn't land them in the right spot, they were getting up on that gator, bouncing off and rolling around too much for my liking. But with this low throw, for me, I just throw, and then my wrist kind of naturally wants to drop, you know what I mean? So I just let my wrist do what it wants and kind of let gravity take its course. And with this one, if you throw it a little low, 6-4-10, I'm not getting a huge bounce off the wall. It'll just land a little short. And with this dice set, when I'm landing them a little short, I haven't really had much trouble. Whereas if I was landing them short, releasing upwards, then I was having a little trouble because I was getting those sevens that I didn't like to see. So I really like this all 5-9 set, the 42-13 with this throw. I imagine I could probably use the 56-32 also, which is the all 6-8 set, or maybe even the all 4-10 set. We got snake eyes. But for whatever reason, this 5-9 set has been awesome for hitting place numbers, which, other than those last two throws and the come out 7, every single number I've hit's been a place number. And that's where I typically make the majority of my money. I don't make a lot of money on the field because I don't throw a lot on the field, or I don't throw money very often on the field, especially when I'm rolling myself, because we got a hard 4, because I want to get my money out there on those place numbers and bang those. I do subscribe to with other people, and sometimes even myself, if I've made some good money, I got a little extra that I'm willing to risk to win a little more. If I see 3 non-field hits in a row, I'll throw on the field on a random shooter or just any other normal shooter, because I believe, I forget the exact statistic, I think you have something like an 87% chance, 3 deuce 5 point, 3 deuce 5 point. I think it's like 87% chance of hitting the field, 3 deuce 5 point, if there's been 3 straight non-field hits. So if I got an 87% chance of hitting it, shit, I'll throw one out there. And I only throw it for one roll unless a 2 or 12 pops up. If a 2 or 12 pops up, I'll ride it one more, because that's 10 extra bucks if I throw $10 on it, you know what I mean? Because shit, I made my 10 bucks. I got a free 10 I wasn't necessarily expecting. I'll let it go one more roll. And if they hit the field again, I collect and pull it back. If they hit the 2 or 12 again, then I'll let it roll another roll. You know what I mean? Because the field does kind of come in streaks. But I'm not usually the biggest proponent. We got a 4 deuce 6. I'm not usually the biggest proponent of throwing on the field. So what I like to do is get my one field win and get out. But say they do roll a 2 or 12, then I'll throw on the field, but I'm also going to throw probably $8 on the horn, so $2 each way, because I do subscribe to the see a horn, bet a horn. Maybe I'll throw 4. It really depends where I'm at in my bankroll. You know what I mean? If I've made a lot of money, I'll throw 8. If I'm having a great night, I'll throw 12. If I'm early in the night or I'm a little down, I'll throw $4 at the horn and still bet that one field bet. But I do subscribe to the see a horn, bet a horn. 3 deuce 5. 3 deuce 5. Because I don't know. It just, oh shit. Hey. Got caught on the hard ways, flipped the dice over, flipped them over twice, right back to the 3 deuce. But yeah, I mean, just because you see a horn doesn't mean a horn will happen. But they do kind of seem to come in little clusters, and that's just some of the stuff that you notice as you get to play a lot of craps. Oh shit! Threw that way too far. 6-3-9. It actually, I got saved by that kiss. I threw it so far that this 3 landed right on the wall, and the 6 had no room to land. So I think it hit the wall and the other dice pretty much the same time. Or as soon as it came off the wall, it hit the dice. So that kiss actually might have saved me there. But yeah, that's kind of the amount of craps I've played. I've started to notice small things like that, and I'm always trying to evolve my strategy. And my strategies are already kind of set, but I always try to find little quirks or like time up bets, when to throw a certain bet. Another 6-3-9. And just the amount of craps I've played. Granted, I'm only in my mid-20s, but I've started playing craps pretty much the day I turned 21 and was hooked. First off. Second off, it's been about 5 straight years of one. I've had this in my basement for about 4 years, first off, and even when I wasn't trying to dice control, me and my friends would come down here and play for the hell of it, just for fun, so we could try to develop strategies and hone strategies. And even when I wasn't playing here, there's always a craps app on my phone. I kind of cycle through a lot of different ones because a lot of them don't pay out the same way that normal craps do or whatever. Like some of them are annoying. Some of them, as soon as you hit a bet, it takes your bet down. So, I mean, I've had so many craps apps. And pretty much anytime 4-1, oh damn, that's a 7 out. 4-3-7. If I would have hit that 6, I would have caught fire. But yeah, some of the apps I'll get tired of an app after a while. I haven't really found one that's just kept me to where I can't delete it and look for another one. So if you have any suggestions on craps apps, I would definitely be down. I'd be open to hearing them. But we had a really good roll there, folks. Covered 4 numbers. Only 3 different ones though. So we covered the 4, we covered the 5 twice, we covered the 9. Let's see what we got count wise. We got 4, 8, 10, 13, 15, 17, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4. Nice little 24 throw there. Shit, you'll take that every day. But this, until I get this Sidewinder, like practiced it for a good amount of time and have it proven at the casino, this is typically my go-to throw from stick left. this, and then that, then the backwards unit that I put a video out the other day of me throwing a little 12 banger. And from stick right, I can throw the same throw. So, but I kind of throw it diagonal, where that I was throwing it straight on. From stick right, I'd be throwing it more towards here, a little diagonal throw, with a few different sets. I haven't practiced the 5-9 set as much as I have from stick left. I finally found the dice set I love with it. So, but yeah, this is kind of my bread and butter throw. That's one I can always go to. It's the one I threw last time I was at the casino. I've been practicing this forward release for about 2 weeks now. I guess I'd call it the gooseneck release. It's almost like when you make a shot in basketball, you know what I mean? You're just releasing and holding the finish. It's kind of just that finish, and then you release. I'm releasing with my hand still down. You know what I mean? I'm not flicking the wrist up. I'm releasing it with it still down. I mean, I'll open my fingers up all the way, a slight flick, but I'm not snapping my wrist. It's down, slight flick up, open the fingers up, and almost get that little like copperhead snake or whatever. You kind of, so you go gooseneck to snake, like open mouth snake, I guess. That's the best way I can describe it. Going National Geographic on you, crikey. But yeah, that's all I got for you tonight, folks. I'm gonna get back to practice, and I'm gonna hit it hard tonight. So I probably won't post another video for the night. It's a good throw, so I can't be mad about that either. But yeah, this is my go-to throw until I get the Sidewinder perfected. But appreciate all the new subscribers. Appreciate all the comments on the Sidewinder and any other throws that I've had. And I'm always open to suggestions. If any of you guys get some throws, new types of throws that you've invented, or variations of throws that you get on video and put on your channels, tag me in them, because in the comment section or whatever, give me the link, because I definitely want to watch them. I'm pretty much got my repertoire set for the time being. I got about 3 throws from each side that I like. My next endeavor is going to be practicing from the end of the table. So especially if you got any end of the tables throws, let me know. But I'll be open to even left to right, because stick left to right, because it's set right now, but that doesn't mean it's set forever. I'm never a guy that says I'm set forever in anything. Like, I'm always open to change. I'm always open to something better. So yeah, let me know. Appreciate the views, appreciate the subscribers, the comments, all that. And thanks for watching, and say hello to my little friends. Peace.